Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So this week's video is going to be a little different than what I normally do. So usually we're moving on to the next hobby, trying out our hobby, and then at the end of 4 weeks we're rating it. But this week I'm putting in a little vlog video. Between hobbies, I'm going to start trying to put in some vlogs, which I think is going to make this a little more interesting. And I don't know, maybe if you guys like it, let me know in the comments and I'll start incorporating this a little bit more. So I just woke up and I'm still in my PJs, but we're gonna get ready. We're gonna get on the road and we're gonna get some parcels that are at Canada Post, and then I have a little surprise. We're gonna let you guys know what the hobby is coming up for the next 4 weeks, and I've graduated, so we're gonna talk about that. So let me get dressed, let me get ready, and I will meet you in Ellie. Okay, so this is totally beside the point of this whole video, but I had lost a pair of headphones like 2.5 years ago, and I was like, oh man, these are my Beats, are my good headphones, right? Like, you spent a lot of money on those, but I was like, what can you do, right? So I was like, it is what it is, maybe it'll show up sometime. And I thought it was in my car, like my old car that I sold, and I was like, shoot, like I went through it before I sold it and couldn't find the headphones. I was like, great, now this girl just got a pair of headphones with her car, and I was like, whatever, is what it is, can't change it. But here I am standing, filling up my new car full of fuel, and I'm like, something's in this pocket, I wonder what it is. My headphones have been in my raincoat for 2.5 years. What? That is amazing. Anyway. Okay, everybody, so I went and picked up the packages, and one of them is for our hobby coming up. So I'm gonna open it with you guys, and I might as well, I guess, tell you a bit about the hobby because secret is out. Let's go. Okay, so yes, we are doing this in my car. I brought my ring light so that way I could stand my phone up right there and open up the package right here. So basically for the next 4 weeks, starting next week, hopefully 4 weeks, I mean I will take 5 weeks if I need to, and try to run a 10K in 4 weeks. So I have prepared myself for running this 10K with a fitness watch because we're gonna track how I do with each run and make sure my pace is well, like it's a good pace and I'm not going too slow. And we're also going to watch and see the distance and my time. So yeah, this watch is going to help us do all of that. And then I purchased, if I could open this box, because apparently I'm struggling really hard. But I purchased a new pair of running shoes because my old running shoes are from grade 9. So I figure it is time to purchase something new, and yes, I do keep nail clippers in my car for moments just like this when I need to open bags. Okay, here we go. And I believe the package that came in were my new running shoes, so let's open it up. Yes, they are! I got Asics! Okay, so I got the Asics Gel Nimbus shoes. Here they are. Here are the new runners. Oh, yes, and they look good. I think they're gonna feel good. Yes, I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. So my first week of running, I'm going to get into it running 2 to 3 times that week just to like get my body in motion again, because for the past like 4 months I've been pretty much sedentary aside from like workouts in my room, Twitch workouts, because over on my Twitch stream my viewers make me do squats all the time. And aside from those things, those few things, I haven't really been fully active the way I usually am, given the cold weather, the lockdowns here in Ontario and stuff like that. So yeah, we're basically going from a sedentary position to starting to run, and I want to make sure that I don't overexert my body. I give my body days for rest days, so I'm basically going to do run one day, rest the next day, run the following day, rest the next day, run again. I probably could go 4 times that week, so we're going to go for 4 days, and then on my rest days, I'm going to work on my core, because that's super important for running, is making sure you have a tight, strong core that can hold your body up, especially when you're as tall as I am. It's a lot of body to keep holding up, and then as well, like, strengthen my glutes and stuff like that, so that way I have those muscles. So on my rest days, I'm going to try and do a little bit of workouts like that, and then some yoga to make sure that I'm staying flexible and stretching out. So we're gonna do more active rest days, but I'm still gonna keep it fairly short with the workouts on my core and glutes, just in that first week. So that way it's a really relaxing week for my body and my body has time to heal. Then following up in the second week, I'm gonna try and run 4 to 5 times that week, and then do core and glutes and yoga on the other days. So yeah, there's still active rest days, unlike the week prior where I probably will get 1 full day of just rest. But yeah, then the next week we're gonna go a little bit harder, and then on the third week we're gonna run 5 days, no excuses, we're going for it. Unless, of course, I guess there's downpour days and I'm like, it's been downpouring 3 days in a row, because what can you do, right? So unless that happens, we're gonna just go for it 5 days, and then on the 2 rest days, core, glutes, and yoga will be the regime for that. And then finally, week 4, we're gonna go 5 days, and hopefully by the end of week 4, I will have run my 10K. In order to get to that 10K mark, because I guess we have to start from the bottom, right? So I'm going to start with running about 3 to 5 kilometers and in that first week, and then maybe by that second week I will be able to do a 5K, and then we'll keep up the 5K throughout that week, and we'll just run 5 kilometers. Even if I feel like I can push it, I think I'm just gonna run 5 kilometers, and then maybe on that last 4th day I'll push it to 7 kilometers or so. And then in that third week I'll run my 5Ks, and then I'll have 1 pushing day where I run as far as I can, as long as I can, and we'll see how far I can get to. If I get past 7K to 8K or 9K, we'll be happy. And then in that 4th week, I'll keep up those 5K runs, and then run a 10K at the end of that. So then the next part about running a 10K is making sure I get the nutrients I need. So I will be eating a lot more than I'm used to. I'm going to have to put lots of protein in my body. So I'm going to have to put healthy foods, not just a bunch of chocolate, because that's what I'm so used to, chocolate and ice cream, but we're actually going to have to put nutrients like your greens, obviously, different colored vegetables. I want to make sure I get all my carbs in, because carbs are super important for cardio, because that's what your body's main source of fuel is carbohydrates. And then I also want to make sure that I still get my fats in. So yeah, there's some major information load, but moral of the story and that preamble that I just gave you is that we will be running a 10K in 4 or 5 weeks, depending on how I'm feeling, but we're gonna try for 4 weeks, and if not, we're gonna do it in 5. And that will be my challenge for this month, so wish me luck. So now the secret is out. The secret is out. Everyone gets to know. Yeah, I've been holding this one a secret and basically been dropping little Easter eggs for the past 2 weeks as I got in my fitness watch, as I purchased new running shorts and things like that. I was like, ooh, what's the next hobby gonna be? And now you know. So let me know in the comments what you think, and let me know your prediction. If you think I'm gonna be able to run this 10K in 4 weeks, or if I'm going to definitely be taking the 5-week time frame to run this 10K. I wanna see how many of you believe in me. I figure, you know what, why don't we go on a walk in the little forest? I am wearing white shoes, so didn't think that one through, but that's okay, because you know what, YOLO, I'll just put them in the washing machine and hope for the best. I don't know. Anyway, so I figured I would just chat with you guys because something special happened this week, and I had been working 5 years to complete this goal, and it finally came to a close, and I don't know, I think it was pretty emotional and pretty special at the same time, where I got to celebrate it on Wednesday and then make this video, and I feel like I need to talk about it because it's something huge for me. So this week I officially finished university. I did my last exam, and I now have my bachelor's in science honors with biochem and genetics, and it's so exciting. So I'm gonna just insert a clip right here of me trying on my grad gown, cap, and hood. It showed up literally right after my last final exam, and I was like, Purolator, you are on point. You knew you had this delivered right in the nick of time. So here's that video of me trying it on. Here's the little story about my graduation and my university career. So I started out going to Queen's University in Kingston for 2 years where I was gonna get my biology degree, and then I decided, nah, I'm gonna get my biochemistry degree. And so while I was there, I was trying to go for biochem, and it was mostly chemistry, and I was kind of missing my family being that far away. So I was like, you know what, let's go to Western University. Okay, so I had to come back in from that walk because one, Ontario decided to get really cold really fast. Like, it was 23 yesterday and so nice, and now it's, what temperature is it, Ellie? 8 degrees Celsius. Yes. So I started shaking and shivering, and I'm like, and I'm like a chihuahua, so when I'm shivering I'm literally going and I'm like, you know, this is not good for the camera, and I could barely speak, and I was like, we're going back to Ellie. We're gonna put the butt warmers on. We're gonna stay in this nice warm car, and then we're gonna talk about my university career here instead. So, as I was saying, yes, I started out at Queen's and went there for 2 years, and I just didn't feel like Queen's was for me. It was nice, it was a beautiful school, but there was a lot of like just different factors that made me feel like it was not the right school for me. So I took off and went to Western, which, so for those of you who are not from Canada, in Canada we all know Western University and Queen's University have this like weird clash going on. You know, it's a university competition thing. And so I was going from being tricolor, which is Queen's, to being purple, which is Western. And back in that, you know, the day, I used to like go boo purple, and now I'm like, yay, purple. I came to the competitor school, Western. Then I spent 3 years at Western deciding to go from biology to biochem to chemistry. So I decided when I got to Western I would do chemistry. And then I was like, no, I don't really like chemistry. I mean, I liked it, but not enough. And so I went back into biochem because I really enjoyed biochem, but wanted a little bit more out of my degree. So that's where the honors comes in, where I decided to double major in biochemistry and genetics. And so now I have 2 majors under my bachelor's of science, and I feel like I really got a good education in the sense that I felt accomplished. I felt like I knew what I was doing, and so that is why I decided to do genetics and biochem, and I just pushed through, and this week was my final week and I have graduated. So it's insane. This is it. This is the moment I've been working towards, and it's here. It just feels like it was so fast. Like, I thought this 5 years would be so slow, and while I was going through it, it felt really like long, but then after every single year ended, I'm like, wow, that was first year, wow, that was second year, that was third, that was fourth, and now that's fifth. That's the exciting news I had to share with everybody, and I hope you liked that story. So that concludes this week's episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed coming around with me, enjoying the little car ride while we went and picked up some packages, hung out with me, got everything together. And I hope you guys are as excited for this next hobby as I am, because I think it's gonna be cool. If I can run a 10K in 4 weeks, I'll feel pretty accomplished there too. I will see you next week when we start getting prepared for that 10K during week 4. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed what you saw today, and let me know in the comments if you really enjoy this like vloggy sort of style video between each of the hobbies, because I think I'm gonna start incorporating this into my channel, but I want to hear from you what you guys think. So let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell, and I will see you next week when we get started on running.